So my name is Patrick Marcus Daudu Komo. I'm an alumni of KAP Film and Television Academy. Okay, I started the program last year, 2022, July 18th, which was the first edition, and that was the first time. So I was actually privileged and opportunity to be part of that section. And I got my certificate on the 18th of September, 2022. Okay, on that, I think it's was kind of a bit personal. I did a short film, Milestones of 1,000 Portraits was short, and I did Echoes from the Creeks, Niger Delta stories, and I had this love for Kunle, like the stories he tells, telling these Yoruba stories, and it is something I want to tell from my region because I've discovered that in the industry we don't have Niger Delta stories coming from the Biosens and all that. So when I saw the film school opportunity, I felt like, man, there are a lot of things I don't know. So this is an opportunity to go for it. Let me know what, at least a bit to start from somewhere. You can only improve if you learn, open to learn from those who are already created a platform for you to get one or two things. So that's my motivation actually. Yeah, I chose it. I think I've been seeing a lot of academics, but that's actually my first time of going to film school. And I chose that because when I saw it, it was like something that you can't just jump past. Like the day I was recording myself to send for the video, I know I was very emotional because I needed it by all means. I chose KAP because I have a connection with the brand KAP. I have a connection, I have emotional connection with it. The stories it tells, that is what I want to replicate in my place. So it was like a dream come true for me. My experience during the training, yeah, as a young director, I always like, no, I don't like writing, so nobody should bring writing to me. And sometimes people say, you must write as a director. Then when I saw Kunle that most of his films, he doesn't write it, and I was like, oh, that's good. My mentor is not writing this, so I think I can have a hope. But going through the film school, the first section, which was the script writing classes, and I was not like, wow, this is amazing. So I begin to know what a director needs to know about the script from the beginning of the script before it gets to the ending of the script, before you could even say, okay, this is a good script. I had a boy that works with me like a PA, so he loves writing. So what I did was, as I'm learning, I'm teaching. So I taught him how to write with what I learned from KAP. So it actually impacted me. I could actually dish out the knowledge I got from KAP to somebody else. The time of the program, I learned about production design. Yeah, production design. I had a lot to deal with that because when you're not working on big budget films, you just need to, think things through. Just do it like that. You don't even give attention to some certain things. But coming to the academy, they give you details of why you need to do these things, why you need to plan on these things. Even though you're not using the big budget to do your work, at least the right planning needs to be put in place to get the things right. So I learned about that, then producing, then directing. It's a lot. Okay, with Love from Bayelsa, it was inspired first and foremost. After doing Echoes, Echoes was kind of like a vengeance story. So after that, I got this motivation to like, okay, let's tell a love story about this Bayelsa people, because people from other parts look at it like, oh, these guys are militants, they are very rough, they are like that. So if you don't actually know how soft and how loving we are, you wouldn't know. So okay, since I'm from there, let me tell you the love story, the love part of these guys. So, and to successfully tell that story, we need to go back to when this whole thing started. So we went back to the 90s, to tell the whole story. But I was motivated to tell an Ijaw story, tell a story that will have origin to where my mom is coming from, how I grew up, and how they were living their lives. It was set in the 90s because I wanted people to feel where we are coming from. Let's not give the beauty of today and forget how these people actually started. So if you see an Ijaw man today, you wouldn't want to give attention to if he was a fisherman or not. But in the 90s, the only occupation of these people were fishing. So they do that to survive, and that was how I grew up, living in the river every day and night. So I was like, let's go back, let's tell the story from that side. Then seeing Anikula, but man, any story from that side, that time frame, it has this beautiful cultural value to a lot of things, you know. So because we have a lot of contemporary things right now, but if you want to see that culture, that beauty of the people, go back, and then you will see the values of their cultures. So that's my motivation, actually. I feel very fulfilled. Like, I felt like this is the best way to start. You know, like a lot of persons have been doing work from where I'm coming from. A lot of persons. Bayelsa is tagged to be no film zone. People do films and end up in the cupboard. But I think this is my second short film, and the first one I had over 700 persons in the cinema when I premiered it in the cinema in a day. But this With Love from Bayelsa, I had over 900 persons. With the help of KAP and everything, you know, it placed me on that forefront of filmmaking in that region. I would say it's been awesome. I would say it's been awesome. KAP has been supporting. I actually didn't expect that after the classes. They will now see your products, you know, market your products, to market you and all that. I wasn't thinking of that. I wasn't thinking of that sincerely. So, because after KAP, I got into some other producing classes and to know more, you know. But KAP is different. You know, the way they take their students, the way they market their students, you know, like they're proud of their students. You know, it's just like when a mother is proud of her babies, she will always talk about them. And that's what KAP is doing. So it's amazing. The support has been massive, and I appreciate it. First and foremost, I would say, don't think of how big you want to start, but start from what you think you can do. I would encourage any young filmmaker to try as much as possible to access KAP, to get to this platform to study filmmaking, because it will boost you, it will give you a platform, and it will announce you as a young filmmaker. It will give you this encouragement to know that, okay, people are seeing what you're doing, so you have to try harder. Come to KAP, come and learn from KAP, and after all, you will say thank you, PMD, for saying it. First, I will say thank you. Thanks to KAP Film Academy for the opportunity. And I want to also say thanks to Kunle Afolayan for this beautiful idea to bring young people to this platform to learn and excel. And also I want to extend a greeting to MasterCard Foundation for coming in to sponsor it, because I got a scholarship, I didn't pay for it. So I want to say thanks to the whole organization for making that possible. And if you know you're not here, please try and find your way here, because it's a place to be. Thank you.